Hey, hey, welcome back to the second episode of the week. Sorry,
Something funny right off the bat.
Yeah, I'm chortling a little bit because our producer doesn't know how to unmute the mics.
I try to help him out as best I can.
Yeah,
folks,
cue cards would work out.
It's really tough.
So welcome back, weirdos. This is like the third week we're doing.
I thought
two.
it was Mennonites.
Nope, I can't. It's getting way too confusing. Last episode, we were confused on if it's ites or knights or... So we're going to go back to weirdos.
I like the idea, though, still of knights. I get the image of King Arthur and the round table.
So, yeah, it's our second episode this week, and we're really happy to be here. I hope you're enjoying 2 half-hour shows with us, or an hour a week with your favorite comedians.
Do we have some comedians coming on?
Yeah, I forgot to tell you.
Oh, wow. Great.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Well, they just canceled. So never mind. You guys get to just be here with us.
Got my hopes up there.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about it.
They were well-known comedians.
Oh, so, darn it all. Yeah. Darn.
They were like outskis. So.
I guess you're stuck with us.
Yeah.
Fair listeners.
So, Russ, what's been... Last episode was a crazy hodgepodge. We talked about defending people and not defending people. What do you got? Do you got something that's much more down to earth and less chaotic than what our poor listeners went through last time?
Yeah. So when I was driving home today, it was very rainy.
Oh,
Did you get the rain when you were on your way here? Okay. It was crazy. There was a ton of rain. At one point, okay, I should give a little backstory here. I drive a really crappy vehicle.
Oh,
it's a 2005 vehicle.
Okay.
It's not holding together well.
It's the Flintstone vehicle.
We're getting there. It's now started going to where I'm not 100% sure if it'll start up in the cold anymore. It's like,
oh boy.
And you're like, are we going to turn over today? What's going on here? Do I get to call into work? But anyway, so I'm driving home and it was pouring. Cats and dogs, am I right? And at one point, coming up to an intersection, it was like flooded over the road. Oh. And you're not supposed to drive through that, right?
Oh,
they tell you not to do that. I don't know. I haven't the foggiest idea why, but
you're about to find out.
So I decided to brave it. It's not too deep, and there is a part of me that hopes it does something to my vehicle. I am driving through it with the hope that there is a giant pothole in the middle of this thing, and it's just gonna swallow. If it swallowed me in the vehicle, it's a worthy cause. So, anyways, it was a little dark. Sorry about that.
Took a quick turn.
But I was just hoping it would, just knock something out. Just give me an excuse to spend my entire life savings to replace it.
Yeah.
Because you have to have an excuse for that. I'm not willing to spend it all, but if my back's up against the wall, sure, you got to do it.
What can you do at that point?
So I plunge ahead. It actually it fixed my van.
You needed a realignment, and now it's all straight, huh?
It was the weirdest thing. When I started driving through it, my check oil light was on. When I came out the other side, the check oil light was no longer on. I'm not a car expert. I think we went through this on our first episode, No Skill Roadside Assistant.
Yes.
If your car's dead on the side of the road, I can't help you.
No.
I'm not the guy. There's, I can do very few things to an automobile. I don't know the first thing about them. Okay, I was always under the impression you don't drive through deep water. Apparently, that's just something that big auto repair tells you. That light went off. And I was more confused because I didn't think water and oil. I didn't think they mixed. What am I missing here? I don't understand it at all. I don't get the concept of it. Was there oil? Was the light telling me that, hey, your car's covered in oil? That's not good. You got to get that checked out. And then by driving through the puddle, it cleared it all off.
There you go.
What's the light for? I don't understand how. It's not like I submerged the vehicle in the. It wasn't that deep of. It was unfortunately not that deep of a puddle,
but just enough.
Just enough that it fixed the oil problem. I still. I don't understand it. I don't. If there's a car person out there who can tell me what happened, if there's somebody who's a scientist of some sort, if you're what would you be? Would you need to be a chemist or something for the? That defies everything to me.
It really sounds like you're just looking for answers. Well, we'll take a witch doctor. Maybe, what's going on?
A local village shaman. Somebody.
I mean, that's impressive. That's a magical puddle. Where is it? Because I'm gonna hit it on the way home.
I'm actually planning to take a lap around the block and see if it's still there. I got a couple things. I'm wondering if I can drop my wallet in it.
Ooh,
and what'll happen?
Yeah, you just run through there. I feel 20 years younger. It's a magical puddle.
It is a magical puddle. Yeah. But I don't understand. I feel like maybe this is just my. You know how you look back at life and you're like, I remember more roads had puddles back to. We don't get that nowadays.
No.
Do they build roads differently?
Yeah.
20 years ago, did they used to build them like a bowl? We could have the water drain off, or we could have everything accumulate.
Yeah. Right in the center.
And you know what? During the off seasons, it's a lake. People build up little lake houses along the edge of it there. I don't understand it. All of a sudden now we've learned.
Yeah.
You want the convex versus the concave roads.
Exactly. Huh.
Yeah. It's a mystery to me. That's.
I think we are trying to learn from our mistakes.
There's a lot of mysterious things about this trip for me. First, back water and oil.
No, they don't mix. Do they?
Maybe it was just the vehicle was just thankful that it got washed because I can't take it through the car wash because too much stuff will fall off it. You laugh, Brent, but I was at a pet store taking my puppy out, and I let him out of the back, and I closed the door. And
I thought you were going to say you didn't even open the door.
No, I opened the door. It opened this time. Sometimes it doesn't open. Sometimes it gets stuck, and I can't.
Sure.
That gets frustrating. And so I close it, and as I'm closing it, I turn, and all of a sudden I hear...
What?
What fell out? So I turn around. Yeah, just a chunk of the door had fallen off onto the ground. It was probably a chunk about the size of my hand.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, you have dainty hands.
Well, it's very petite. Impressive. I mean, it's not that big. Yeah. But it's larger than what you would want falling off your vehicle.
Yeah. Unless. So
I guess you're right. I'm sorry. You called me out. Thank you. It's a petite-sized chunk of door.
But still, I mean, we don't buy our vehicles expecting parts to just break away at any random moment. So that is concerning. It doesn't matter how big the piece is.
Thank you. Yeah, we established.
In your defense.
That
doesn't matter how...
Please stop defending me.
It doesn't matter how big...
In your defense, your hands are very tiny, and you probably have a hard time carrying out random tasks.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, thanks.
So it sounds like all your vehicle needed was a great undercarriage wash.
And that's what just needed to get the cobwebs out from underneath it.
Tickled tickled the bottom
it's like
of
your first time using a bidet.
Never have.
You haven't?
No, and I had the chance in Italy. Terrified.
Why? It is terrifying when you first do it. I highly recommend bidets, though. I'm just saying.
You have a bidet?
No, I do
Okay.
not. I would love one, but my grandmother has a bidet,
Oh, really?
and it's
It's
I'm,
delightful.
I'm hooked.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Hey, Grandma.
We in America, we're like, no. You got to use sandpaper to wipe your bum.
I use Charmin. What are you talking about?
It's essentially the same thing.
Oh, okay. Well, it's 3-ply.
It's
the 1-ply that scares me.
that's that one you got to be careful of.
Yeah, you always get a.
Yeah, that's,
If you're not careful, you might accidentally give yourself an exam.
Whoop, clear.
Oh my! No polyps.
You are rolling the die every time you use 1-ply toilet paper. I love how businesses are like that.
Yeah.
We care about our employees so much that we're going to offer free colonoscopies with each bathroom visit.
Exactly.
Self-examined.
It's it's very.
I can't wait for your daughter to listen to this episode and be like, Dad, what is it?
Oh, great! Completely forgot about that, honey. Shut off the podcast.
And turn this off 10 seconds ago.
Yeah. We care about you so much that it's Russian roulette, really, when you go in there.
Yes. Well, in Charmin, they advertise with bears. That's
They do.
an interesting one for toilet paper.
Yeah, but bears are giant creatures that need a good scrubbing. Have you seen them? They
Yeah, but that's
scratch
not-
their back on trees.
Well, right. So that's not really. And what is toilet paper made out of? But trees.
Exactly. Butt trees? Is that like a stump, or is that like a type of...
It's the bottom of the
Oh, look,
tree,
there's an aspen, there's an evergreen. Oh, there's the butt tree.
It's in the aspen family,
Yeah.
as we all know.
That's where Charmin gets its, the butt tree over
They just slice it right off. But yeah, I mean, that's not making the case that Charmin is a good toilet paper brand to use.
there. Why not?
Because you're saying it's rough. It's for bears.
Yeah, but no, it's soft enough to calm the bears. Bears are very angry.
Oh, I didn't. Okay.
They are an aggressive creature.
I've heard that.
Yeah. If you try to fish or take a fish from their spot, they're all over you.
Everything except panda bears, who are very uncoordinated and clumsy.
What about koala?
Koalas?
Yeah.
They're not a bear. They're
Yeah,
a
they have
marsupial.
koala bears.
But I understand.
Riddle me this. What about the gummy?
Oh, that's a bear. Yes. It's native to Norway. It's right there with the sweetest fish. That's what they catch.
Exactly. Yes. Yes, they do.
That's
So what's your defense against the koala bear?
I don't think I made a defense, did I?
You were about to say
Well,
something.
no, I was attacking them directly.
Okay.
I was being aggressive towards those little
Adorable koala bears.
They're tricky. They're trying to pretend to be
tricky.
bears when they're marsupials.
Marsupial. Is a sloth also a marsupial?
That's a good question. Does a sloth have a pouch?
I think so. I don't know.
Do they?
I have no idea.
Well, now you've got me second guessing everything. Are humans marsupials?
We could be. We've created our own pouches. There are 26-year-old grown
I think a
folk.
sloth is a mammal. I'm going with
Really?
a sloth being
Okay.
just a. Well, I guess not.
What?
No, don't mind me. I'm just being an idiot over here. No, I didn't mean. I know a sloth is a mammal. Is it a marsupial?
I'm going with a bear as a mammal.
It's a.
What? You're looking this up, aren't you?
It is not a marsupial.
Oh, it's a mammal?
Yes, it's a suborder of mammals. I don't know what suborder.
A suborder?
Sloths are a neotropical group of xenarthran.
Whoa, watch your language.
Xenarthran?
Honey, he did not mean that.
That's constant. Your daughter's gonna learn a lot from this episode. She's gonna be so confused. She's gonna
I'm going to have to
get into college. A sloth is a marsupial.
xenophobic. That's not what Mr. Russ said.
It's,
I don't think that was the word he used.
so, well, no, marsupials are mammals.
But But they have the pouches.
Everybody knows. But
Sure.
they have the pouch.
Sure.
Which is wombats, I think, are marsupials.
Okay.
Koalas.
All right.
Kangaroos.
Sure. Everybody knows a kangaroo is a pouch animal.
Yeah.
And honestly, with the evolution of humans, we're moving that way too.
Are we?
Oh yeah, I've seen a ton of pouches out there carrying babies and 26-year-old grown-ups. It's just a protective. It's a protective thing.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't.
Yeah.
Huh.
Don't worry about it. Webster Dictionary will change the definition of pouch here in a couple years.
And a possum is also a
Oh, possums. Ugh,
marsupial.
gross.
Mountain pygmy possum. Now,
Okay.
Interestingly enough, mountain pygmy possums are not mountain pygmy opossums.
They're just a possum.
They're just possum. The short-beaked echidna. That's also a marsupial. I know that's one of your favorite animals.
I have that animal tattooed on my. Well, it doesn't matter, but I have it tattooed.
And then when you stretch it out, it becomes a koala bear.
Yes, because I have. I'm not that old.
Oh, I didn't realize. I get confused sometimes.
Soon though.
A couscous.
Watch your link. Oh,
A quokka.
A what?
The quokka is a small wallaby.
I think
Is known as the world's happiest animal.
I think you're just making up names.
I
now.
very well could be. The screen I'm looking at is blank.
And then you're throwing in an accent to be like,
makes
well,
it
this
legit.
animal's from Australia.
I feel like all marsupials are from Australia.
Yeah.
I actually believe that 100%, and I would like anybody to challenge me. I don't care.
Oh, no. Koalas are in Australia.
Australia.
Oh, yeah.
The bilby. That sounds Australian. A rabbit-like marsupial.
With antlers.
It's actually... Oh, this is interesting. Get this. It's an endangered species. That's not the interesting part. That is celebrated as an alternative to the Easter bunny.
Oh, sure.
So that's how Australians...
Celebrities.
Yeah, with the bilby.
The bilby.
And the quokka. And the couscous.
I'm pretty sure couscous is something that you eat.
That I'm sure you can.
Oh, no, that's
They're
kiwan.
probably pretty tasty.
Oh, I have no idea.
What did you say? That's
Kiwan. Couscous. No, couscous is a...
quinoa?
Couscous is a... That's a grain, I think. Or
No,
maybe
it's a furry marsupial. I don't know what you're eating. You
Don't
might
worry
be
about what
eating
I
a furry marsupial.
They're delicious.
And
Probably
then
not.
apparently sugar gliders are as well. They're a popular pet.
Are
Like
they?
a flying squirrel type thing.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't want that as a pet.
I'm not sure why you would. No.
You walk into one room, it glides onto your head, scares
That could
the
be
poo out of you.
That would definitely scare the poo out of you, though. Yeah, that one would be.
Oh, you sugar glider!
Oh, you got me again.
Oh, that would. I mean, hilarious to scare the wife.
And then its cousin, which is an aspartame glider. Third joke there.
I got it.
Different forms of sweeteners.
Yeah, I got
That one. Okay.
Just had.
It's a Splenda glider.
Yeah, there you go. The fructose.
High fructose corn syrup glider. That one's a little bit more. That's also from Australia, as we all know.
There goes the fructose glider. He's a mean one, though.
And that one's the high fructose glider.
You see how high it is.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
You never see a low fructose glider. If you see a low one, that's called a diabetic.
In the Midwest, we have the corn syrup glider.
Yes. The cousin, too, said.
Yes. They're all in the same family.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so that's you learn something new. Your daughter is going to have just
Nightmares.
she can talk to her friends about everything that she learns here
Yeah.
on this podcast.
I hope she doesn't, because they're going to look at her perplexed and going, I don't think that's right.
That's not,
I don't know where you're getting your information from. My dad.
yes.
Oh. She'll call you out too, buddy.
My dad is smarter than your dad. Ooh, no, he's not.
Hey.
Nope, nobody ever said
Hey,
that.
come here, baby girl. Stop talking to people. Holy cow.
Yes.
My dad can beat up your dad. Well, my dad's smarter. No, baby. Come here.
Not write checks that we can't cash.
Yeah. Yeah. I would rather fight her dad. I'm not going to try to outsmart him.
We're not going to have a battle of the wits.
Yeah.
I'm not going to win that one.
I'm not winning any awards right now.
Nobody's calling us up asking us to join Mensa.
Yeah. What?
I know. I'm sorry.
What is that?
What is
Mensa?
what? Mensa?
Mensa.
Mensa.
Mensa?
You're saying it the exact different way that I'm saying it.
I'm trying to
Are
pronounce
you
it.
hearing it? How are you hearing it?
Mensa.
That Mensa.
Mensa.
It's not aggressive.
Well, you made it aggressive.
Well, I'm getting a little aggressive. Slightly annoyed.
Calm
No,
down.
it's the thing for the smart people.
Okay. That's why I've never heard
The
of
smart people. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're only proving my point.
it. Okay, thank you.
Nobody's banging down our door. So it's the largest and oldest high IQ society.
Oh, you could have just went with the Yep, I just lost my train of thought.
That's why they're not contacting us. This is the perfect example of why we'll never be asked into Mensa.
Oh my goodness.
Come on.
It's right on
Get your crap together.
Illuminati. You could have just said Illuminati. Holy Yep.
Do you want to... I'll let you take it again. Try it again from the beginning.
You could have just said join the Illuminati.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Right. Secret organizations.
Yeah, smart.
Yes, that's... or the Masons.
Yes. I thought you were
Freemasons.
Yeah. Actually, I had a buddy that joined the Masons or was thinking about joining. I'm like, how do you join? He looked at me, he goes, you have to be invited.
I think you can... I don't think that's true at all. I think you can just join.
I would love to join.
They're not like...
I would like to join just so I could get one of their cool aprons.
Do they wear aprons?
I think so. I don't know. Maybe we could, you know what? You and I should join the local Masonic Lodge.
Okay, yeah.
And have hidden
I'm looking
mics.
up now how to do that.
Good.
Oh, okay. Well,
And do a podcast, do a live podcast as we stand underneath the wisdom owl over the sacred eye as we take our oath.
I think you're mixing a couple of the...
Oh, am I?
The things.
I don't know. But we could join the lodge.
Okay, yeah, so it's pretty easy. You decide that you want to become a Freemason.
Sure.
That's step one. Step two, find a Masonic lodge in your area.
Do we even have one here?
I think we do.
Oh, okay.
3, inquire about membership. 4,
Pay membership.
there's a lot of steps, though. Yeah, pay $50 each visit. Visit the lodge and ask all the... Sorry, that's probably not a lot of money to other people, but that's
for us,
poors.
yeah.
It is. Visit the lodge and ask... I told you about my vehicle in the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't afford that. Visit the lodge and ask all the questions you have.
Okay. All of the questions?
Are
they gonna wait? Are they the wizard?
That's right. Well, you can ask that.
have. Do you have all the answers to my questions?
They probably do.
Oh.
Wait to hear their decision.
Wait, what are they? Are they deciding based off of your questions?
Probably. It sounds like
Oh
it.
boy.
6, accept an invitation to join.
Hold on. So what questions can you ask them? Like you
All
can't-
the questions
all
you
the-
have.
all
How
the
much more? I mean,
questions.
that's...
But what do they decide on? If they decide on my questions, I'm not getting in.
Like, he kept asking us about sloths and if they're marsupials. Nobody could answer his question. I don't know what's going on.
He asked about our aprons.
We don't wear aprons.
Yeah, I'm not getting in.
He asked if we build things. We're a fraternal order, not
not
an actual
not a mason.
We're
not
lodge.
masons.
Yeah.
Jeez.
The traditional way of joining Freemasonry is to ask someone who is already a member.
Yeah.
Alternatively, you can contact your state's Grand Lodge.
Oh. Is that kind of like, okay, the Grand Lodge. Is that like the biggest lodge in the state?
The lodge for the state.
Okay. It's the Lodge of Lodges. Is there a national lodge? Oh, let's go visit the national lodge.
Wow, you're getting into some...
Yeah, it's called the White House. Come on, bro.
It's weird. There's a little pop-up that just came up. It said, stop asking so many questions.
We don't have the answers. You guys aren't invited.
It said, tracking your location now. Sure, it's fine. Sure, it's nothing.
Just delete the cookies.
Yes.
They won't be able to find you.
I love cookies.
I had one today.
Did you really?
Yeah, my wife made some.
What type of cookie?
Chocolate chip.
Oh, okay. You're a classic.
There's like definitely 2 cookies that if you want to win my approval, if you want to win my heart over, if you will.
Let me know so I never bake those cookies.
Well, chocolate chip is one of them.
Okay. Dang it. I love chocolate chip cookies.
Chocolate
That's a
chip,
problem.
no bakes. I gotta leave. Russ and I are too much alike.
This is distressing. Because those are also my
those are
2 favorite.
Yeah. You come at me with
with
some like oatmeal raisin or some, you're out.
You should never have raisin in a dessert, first and foremost. That is morally reprehensible.
Exactly.
Now, the major question on the chocolate chip side.
Okay, yes.
Because obviously we know how a no-bake should be made.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I'm still distressed by that. But soft or crunchy?
Oh, no. You definitely need it soft.
There's only one way. There's
soft.
only one way. Son of a...
My wife will make them, and she'll be like, careful, it's hot. And I'm a big dumb animal, and I'm like, I don't care. They're still soft, and I'm like drinking it in. She's like, I told you it was still soft.
I haven't even cooked those yet.
I don't mind eating the cookie dough.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
You can get... I know there was always the rumors that you could get sick from cookie dough, right? Because of the eggs.
Yeah, sure.
You can actually.
Because of the eggs?
That's the most surprising thing to me. Yeah. I always took it for granted until I actually I know somebody who did get sick from it.
Oh, really?
Salmonella poisoning.
Really? You know what's really weird is when I was at the end of high school, in like maybe early 20s, I used to drink raw eggs like Rocky Balboa.
This explains a lot, actually.
I'd put them in my protein shake.
It's a cautionary tale, folks.
Yeah.
Sometimes
sometimes I put like 1 or 2 in my protein shake, or I did what Rocky Balboa did, and I cracked like 2 or 3 into a glass, and I just drank them.
What?
I was getting the gains, bro.
What's that like?
Drinking eggs?
Yes.
Pretty much what you imagine.
I feel like the texture would be
Well, it just like slides right on down.
That does not.
Well, that's why you look like that, and I look like this.
What, I look very healthy and slim
with your petite.
It is with my petite. I have very Trump-like features. Peak of physical health.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Can't wait to see you in a tie that reaches down to your knee.
So, I cannot imagine drinking just raw eggs.
If you want, I could go get you a raw egg real quick.
Do you know how expensive eggs are?
Sure. Yeah, I do.
Actually, they've come down, though. So
yeah. I'll just crack one open real quick.
No, I don't. That sounds awful.
I'll crack it open, and you just open up your mouth.
Do you like to eat like clams or oysters?
No, they're not kosher, bro.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, yeah, you got it. That's shellfish.
Yeah.
That's very shellfish of me.
Oh, look at that. You got me there.
Look at that. Well, we are at the end of the podcast.
Well, that went way too quickly.
It really did.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think from this episode, we just wanted to throw out a public service announcement. Fix your vehicle, and if you can't, drive through a puddle.
That'll fix it. Cleans up everything.
You might get a little wet depending on how old the vehicle is, but...
Yeah, my feet got a nice washing.
It's about time. That's why it smells so good in here.
I was going for a record, and it ruined it.
Yeah.
It did not, however, fix the ABS light that's on the dash. So just a little...
Maybe you should drive through that same puddle and press the brakes.
That's what...
See what happens.
What I should do.
If that works, mechanics everywhere are out of business. People are driving through puddles.
That's right. That puddle needs to be protected because Big Auto Repair is coming for them. Coming for that puddle.
Yeah, they'll suck it right up. Government or them or anyway, yeah.
How bad are the drains in my area that, like, a puddle built up? Like, this is a well-trafficked area. Come on, government.
Not only that there was a puddle that built up, but the puddle built up so much that it fixed the light. It just... went off. Your vehicle's like, oh, yeah, no, that's not a problem anymore.
Cleansing water. It's the water of life for cars.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
That's what I needed.
Your vehicle was just baptized.
Yes, exactly. It's born again.
There you go. You're like, oh, I thought you got a new body when you were born again.
Nope. Nope. That one didn't. Nope.
You're just dead to your old self.
Yeah,
you don't get a new body.
You get one of those bumper stickers that said, don't mind the car, my treasure's in heaven.
Yeah, exactly. Or a fish detail. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. One of those did appear on the back too after going through the
just
water.
like,
whoop, whoop. Oh goodness.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you
with a love wins bumper sticker.
Yes, there you go. Yeah. He greater than I.
Is that one?
Yeah, there's a bumper sticker.
I wouldn't know that one because the greater than, lesser than confuses the living daylights out of me. I'd be like,
You never were taught to draw like teeth?
I was taught a billion ways. Oh, yeah.
So it's
I was
eating
taught a
the
billion
greater
ways
one?
to do it. They still don't make any sense to me. Which is fine. I've never had to use that in real life.
I'll teach you. Don't worry. You know what's really funny?
Cease or deceased.
Going back to the ex-girlfriend from last episode, I helped her with her advanced algebra while I was in geometry, and she looked at me all snarky and was like, "You won't figure it out." And it was so I was like, "Oh, okay." And you kind of, as a young man, because I was still we were in high school, and as a young man, you're like, you throw down that gauntlet, I'm going to try to figure this out.
Yeah.
And it was a word problem, so extra hard, right?
Yeah.
Because, so I read it and I think about it and I tell her the answer that I get without doing any work. And she scoffs at me and goes, "That's not it." And I was like, wow. And it was an even one. And I don't know if everybody's had this, but sometimes in the back of the math book, the even questions that you worked on were in the answers were in the back of the math book.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. That's why my math teacher always gave us odd, and I was so upset.
Darn it all.
So I gave her the answer, and she told me that I was wrong, and I said, "Fine, look it up." So she looked it up, and she goes, "How?" And she's like, "How'd you get that?" Because I did it all in my head, and I go, "Oh," and I explained to her how I got it, and she was so upset at me.
That's fantastic.
I was like, "Yeah, take that, W."
And on that note,
hey, make sure you reach out to the show. Tell us your thoughts. Give us your comments, concerns, congratulations, whatever. Share something personal. We won't share it on the air. Well, we might.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Hit us up on Facebook, Medicine Podcast, or on X, formerly known as Twitter.
You did it right.
I know. I had to. I fumbled it last episode, so I had to.
Yes, you did.
I actually have it written down, so I had to get it.
I wonder why you kept looking at your hand.
I know, and it's starting to sweat, so it was like As Y, formerly known as X?
Yeah.
What? I didn't realize I wrote an algebra. Whatever.
Transition.
So hit us up there, Menacing Podcast, or at Menacing Podcast. Email the show, menacingpodcast@gmail.com. Please, we're found on every platform that hosts podcasts. Please find us. Rate and review the show. And how about you guys start kicking in a little bit? Because we would love some good conversation with you.
And I need to replace my vehicle.
Yeah.
Is that what you were talking about, kicking in money?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well,
I figured.
Yeah, we're starting a GoFundMe page for that. Revive the vehicle. But we would love to have conversations with you guys. So throw out your thoughts, please. And until next time, you stay classy, weirdos.